Hey, what's up, EA Sports fans? Alan Quinto here with Troy Polamalu, Super Bowl champion. Just want to ask a few questions here about the shoot tonight. First of all, how does it feel to be on the Madden NFL 10 cover?
It's an honor, honestly. I just remember playing the game when I was younger on Sega and whatnot. I remember who was on the cover then, but I know it's also very prestigious for any NFL player. There's a lot of deserving, great players that haven't been on the cover of the game, so it's really an honor for me to be on it.
Well, it's the first time that we actually have dual athletes on the cover. Tell us what it's like to share the cover with Larry Fitzgerald.
Honestly, it's an honor for me because he's such a great football player. It's kind of hard to place yourself, among greats in the NFL. When you get to share a cover with such a great athlete, a great football player, a great person like Larry, it lets you in on a little bit of what people think about you, and it's really an honor to be on the cover with him.
For sure. The slogan this year is "Fight for every yard." Put it in your head here. It's 4th and goal. You're up 5 points at the end of the game. Describes the emotions and thoughts that are going through your head before that all-important play of the game.
Honestly, you really don't have to make up any, crazy situation. It happens every day in the NFL. It happened the last game, of the season in the Super Bowl against, the Cardinals. It's just the way sports are. It's the way football is, especially. And I think that's what makes football such a great sport, is that it happens over and over and over. And especially in the Super Bowl, against the Cardinals, against Larry, who practically won the game, for them. And our offense came out and fought for every yard, and we ended up winning the Super Bowl.
That was a fantastic drive, that's for sure. In your mind, what was the most memorable play back at that Super Bowl?
Well, obviously, San Antonio and Ben's touchdown at the very end of the game, but as the defensive player, it's when Larry split, Ryan and I, and ran for the touchdown. Like I said before, he won the game for them, and as a defensive player, it's pretty disappointing, but it's a team sport, and our offense came out and won the game for us.
This year in the game, you're 99 speed, 91 awareness. Overall, you're 99. How does it feel to be one of the 2 top-rated players in the game with Larry?
It's got to be a give me, right?
Yeah.
If I'm on the cover, I better be a 99.
Definitely. You mentioned you played as a kid. You're a gamer. How does winning in an EA Sports game differ from winning on the field?
Well, unfortunately, I'm a sore loser. I'm the guy who resets the game. When he doesn't win, or he's not winning at the end of the game. Bumps and bruises are also something that you have to live with. When you're playing the real game. But it's just cool. It's cool to at times just put your mind into a coach's framework of trying to win games rather than just a player who's just always pounding.
Do you remember maybe back as a kid your first win that you can recall?
I don't know about that first win. Actually, fortunately for me, I came from a small town. We always played against big city teams, but we were always really talented in our small town, and that was always really awesome because, to be from a town of 100 people when you're playing against towns of quite a few thousand people, it's actually pretty awesome to have those type of victories.
It means a lot more.
Yeah, but I don't know about the first one. I don't remember then.
That's because you're a winner. You've got so many.
Or too many dings.
Well, on the field, what is your most memorable win?
I don't know. The Super Bowls were really amazing. The first one was pretty awesome. The second one was a much different game. I remember my family saying after the game against the Seahawks, like, yeah, that was a boring Super Bowl, But they got all their money's worth, this last game. But I hadn't been on a lot of championship teams since high school, but to be on 2 Super Bowl teams is quite an honor.
a wrap for tonight here at the LA Coliseum. We had both Troy Polamalu and Larry Fitzgerald in the house. Had a chance to interview them both, and it was just absolutely fantastic. It was an honor and a pleasure to meet both of them, and they are two classy guys that we've got on the cover of Madden 10. So that's it for tonight. We're actually going to be heading back to the hotel. These guys are still going to be shooting for another couple of hours. So, hey, glad we had a great night. So join us tomorrow. We've got 4 of the Pittsburgh Steelers here, and we'll be hopefully getting some time with them as well and showing you some more of the behind-the-scenes action. So for EA Sports, this is Alan Quinto. It's in the game.